Welcome to the Art of Living podcast. I'm ZAFAR Majid, and today we are going to talk about humbleness. Are you a humble person or are you an arrogant git? But today the focus is on humbleness to see whether we truly are humble or not. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The meaning of the word humbleness in the dictionary is the absence of arrogance, when one person is very modest in their own opinion. They don't think themselves better to be better than other people. But there's a very fine distinction here that I want to mention, that this is not to be confused with inferiority complex, when a person has such a low feeling about themselves that they feel that they are not capable of anything, they feel they're not worthy of anything, they feel that others are always better than them in every respect. There's a fine difference between having feelings of inferiority complex and having feelings of humbleness. Humbleness can apply to anyone who may be already very successful, who will already know that they have values, they have talents, they've already achieved success. But what that person does is they attribute that success to perhaps their Lord, which is the most highest form of humbleness. So if I've achieved something, I don't think that it's down to my ability, my intellect, my resources, because as a servant of God, I truly believe that all the blessings that I have been given can be attributed to my Creator, my Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And rather than me being boastful, getting arrogant, thinking it's me, I'm the best, and no, everybody else is beneath me, that is the haughtiness and arrogance that we want to avoid. Humbleness should be practiced. It's not just an inward feeling, it should be practiced, where when you are sitting amongst people, you genuinely feel that these people have a higher status, should be given more respect, and are better, more worthy than yourself. But that doesn't mean in the process that you feel that you are the lowest of the low. You just feel that, look, I'm lower than them, I am humble, I'm also a servant of God, but I'm not so low that I'm not worthy of anything, but I am just lower than these respectable people here. So it's all about having good feelings about other people, outwardly and inwardly. Because what you don't want is that you, in a gathering, outwardly you're giving these people respect. You're not saying anything that's detrimental or belittling them. But inwardly you have a very low opinion of them. Inwardly you are cursing them. Inwardly you think they are not worthy of that respect. You have to have a sort of a sync of your inward and outward state, a syncing of your inward and outward state, where you actually manifest outwardly what you feel inwardly. So because people feel that vibe, you may not think so, but people feel that vibe when they are sitting with you. And if you despise them, do not respect them, hate them, the person sitting in front of you will actually feel that. And they can actually sort of, like there's a radio frequency that you are emitting from outwardly to them, and they will pick it up. That's why when you're out and about, and let's say if you're scared of dogs, a dog will know that you're scared of that. You are scared of them because you are emitting that frequency of fear. And that's exactly the same with human beings. People, well, you will find that if you don't have a high opinion of them, if you don't like them, when they meet you and have that physical interaction, they will sense that. But anyway, going back to humbleness, so just to focus a little bit more on humbleness, how do we practice it more and more in our daily lives? So just want to share a few tips on how do we bring that level of humbleness into our daily lives so we can practice it and others around us can feel the fruits of our character, of our humility. So when you're sitting in a gathering, be the one who serves people. Don't be the one who's always constantly waiting to be served. Don't be the one who feels that others should get up and give him a seat. Be the one who will pour the tea for others, who will offer the drink for the others. And don't think that everybody else should be sort of subservient to myself. Also, in terms of older people, give them the respect that they deserve. Think that they are older than you, they are senior than you, they know more than you, they've got more life experiences. And when you see children, don't belittle them thinking they know nothing. Give them the respect and the love that they too also look for in adults. So do not be all just full of yourself, because unfortunately the day and age that we live in, a lot of people are so pompous, so full of arrogance, because the mainstream media around them has conditioned them to look after number one. You are number one. And when you have that mindset, then everybody else becomes like a subordinate to you, and you will be belittling them, you will be thinking they are beneath you, and you cannot truly be humble. And you'll be so full of yourself that you think that you're the most cleverest and smartest person. Whatever little success that you achieve, you think it's attributed to yourself, whereas we say attribute it to God. That is all a blessing that has been bestowed upon you from your Lord, and it's not down to our sort of doing. And when we worship our Lord, just remember one thing as well. Do not think that you have fulfilled the rights of your Lord by worshipping them, because you cannot worship God the way He deserves to be worshipped. You cannot worship God as per His majesty. So there will always be shortcomings even in our worship. So as in the previous video, I mentioned that we have interaction with two main entities. One is our Lord, and the other is the rest of the creation, other human beings, whether it's our friends, our relatives, our peers, our neighbors. And in each of these interactions, we have to show humility. And I've given you some practical steps of what that humility should be. So what is humbleness? Just to remember, it's all about not being boastful, pompous, and arrogant, and always giving others the respect that they may or may not deserve. So just because somebody doesn't deserve respect, it doesn't mean you don't give them respect. So you have to treat people with respect, irrespective of whether they deserve it or not. And you do not inwardly and outwardly show them or feel that you are better than them. And you have to just see that everything that you have been given is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your Lord, your Creator, and it can be taken away at any time as well. How many people have we seen, and how we've seen that who have fallen from grace? So don't be like the arrogant who fall from grace. Keep watching our channel, and don't forget to subscribe, the Art of Living podcast, and we will keep bringing you programs like this to teach you how to build your character inwardly and outwardly for success. Allah Hafiz, and see you again soon.